Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mamiya, and today we're going to be checking out a game that we saw the demo for as part of Steam Nextfest, but this time it's come out in full release as part of Steam's TowerfulDefence festival, and it is the wonderful TowerfulDefence. So, I just want to do a quick breakdown of my plan going forward while the Steam TowerfulDefence Festival's going on. I think what I'm going to do is alternate videos between the normal content, which, you know, is your roguelikes, your deck builders, all that fun stuff, and then dispersed between them will be tower defense videos, either full games or just checking out demos of new games, and that's probably going to go on for as long as the Steam TowerfulDefence Festival is going on. But with all of that out of the way, should we just get into a run? So I'll give a quick breakdown of the game before we get into it. It is a bullet heaven game, except you control a tower, and as like normal bullet heaven games that you get money, a shop comes up which you can re-roll and has different abilities in that modify your tower in some way. Actually, have I... Oh, whoa. What happened there? Uh-oh. Nope, didn't mean to do. Abandon run. I think I accidentally selected the tower that I wanted. Yeah. Alright, okay, never mind. Yeah, so you basically have to defend yourself against waves of enemies that come in a circle around you. And you gain money and HP. You modify your stats and skills, modify what you're firing, and, you know, all the good stuff. What I really love about this game is it's got really in-depth stats, so you can see how everything's affecting one another. But today, I think... I'm not sure if my save from the demo has carried over. I don't know if these towers are automatically unlocked when you start. Let's see. We have not got any unlocks here, which to me, let's see, reset. Yeah, to me that says that these towers are unlocked from the get-go. So, we're basically gonna start with the furthest tower to the left, which I presume is the default tower. So we get plus 22 max HP, plus 20 money, and plus 20% money. Okay. And then we want to pick our starting weapon. So the tutorial says, here you select your first skill. You can obtain more skills later in the run. Your first skill generally has better cooldown time. Effects in square brackets are only available when skills are chosen here. Okay. So, Airblade. Swing a blade around the tower that deals 5 plus 50. I think that's melee damage, that symbol. We'll be able to see it when we actually get in game. Damage when it hits enemies. Skill kill cap. The blade cannot kill more than 10 enemies per rotation. And if we pick it as our first skill, it's got minus 39% first skill cooldown time. There's a lot of different weapons. I won't go through them now. We're gonna go, as always, we'll go through the default skill to start with, and hostility 0, the starter experience. Slow down time when using skills. Yeah, sure. Let's jump into it. Earth is under attack. You are the commander of the last tower on Earth, humanity's only hope. Let's go. Okay. So the light range seems to be, do you know what, let's speed this up a bit. The light range is the range of our weapon, and then the shadowed bit is our sight. Here we go. This is all of the stats. So you got your level, your max HP, HP regen, armor, percentage projectile dodge, percentage tower range, tower bullet damage, fire rate, bullet crit chance, melee damage. I was right with the melee damage there. That symbol. Element, support, skill damage, first skill cooldown speed, skill cooldown speed, percentage XP, percentage money, and luck. Then you got a load of secondary stats that I won't go through, but I'll just leave it there for a second so you can pause the video and read them if you want. Let's see. I reckon since we leveled up, I think we leveled up twice, yeah. Why don't we get more XP and more melee damage? Right, we've got $88 dues. We've got the OBLG artifact, which gives 4% tower range, +2 bullet damage, -1 element. We've got the ZFOXW artifact that gives 5% skill damage but -2% tower range. We've got OTRK artifact, +4 tower fire rate. So tower fire rate is, if you saw it in the last round, basically your tower automatically fires out shots at enemies that get within range. So the tower fire rate means that basically it can shoot more bullets at more enemies. At the moment, what is our tower fire rate? 0. Makes the tower shoot bullets faster. +4% skill cooldown speed. 1% tower bullet crit chance. And we can get the landmine. Place a landmine that explodes when hit. On explosion, deals 10 plus 60% tower bullet damage plus 80% element damage to all enemies in the radius of 0.65, which is 0.5 plus 10% of tower range. How about we get more tower range and tower fire rate, and then I think we move on. Yeah. Notice these bullets, they just automatically come out. Ooh, yeah. We got a level just from that. Right. Let's go. We're getting double XP. Feels like we're leveling up rather quick. I think I managed to just sneak in a couple of extra kills there. Open supply box. 15% explosion radius. -1 max HP, sure, we'll take that. Tower fire rate, projectile dodge, tower bullet damage. I think we'll go for more tower fire rate. +2 HP regen, +5 tower fire rate. Yep. Alco, 5% skill kill cap. Where is that? Skill kill cap increases the kill limit of some skills, which the skill kill cap for the air blade, the blade cannot kill more than 10 enemies per rotation. So 5% of 10. I guess that's just it'll be, hopefully it'll count as 1 extra enemy maybe. +2 tower melee damage. That is that. 3% tower bullet crit chance. Okay, this looks like something we probably want. 10% tower bullet piercing damage. Or plague, deal 10. Plus 50% elemental damage to all enemies in an area, then infect them. Oh, that sounds fun. our element is -1, so maybe we don't take that. I will... You know what? I'm going to take all of these and reroll. We can lock stuff in. So we got +1 vulnerable seconds at the start of each fight. Airblade swings an extra length. Okay, that seems good. +2 HP regen, +3% skill damage, -2% projectile dodge. +3 tower bullet damage, -1 HP recovered from supplies. I think I'll lock that in and buy the swing boost, and then we will go to the next fight. Ooh, these guys are teleporting. Nasty. Oh, they're really jittery. We got a 2 levels up there. Let's try and wait for as many enemies to come in as possible. Boom. Another 2 levels. And we get a gold ability here. +2 armor, +5 HP regen, +9% first skill cooldown speed, and 10% tower bullet crit chance. Let's get skill cooldown speed, tower range, tower fire rate, tower melee damage, or element. I think we go for tower fire rate. So the air blade's really good at taking out big chunks of enemies, and then our tower taking out any stragglers. The only thing is it's got cooldown of 7 seconds, so you want to have a little bit of a buffer while the skill's on cooldown. You still want to have protection of killing enemies, so I reckon we get more tower fire rate here. Oh, that's +9 tower fire rate. Get your words out, Mamiya, come on. We'll get the Selk artifact, yeah, sure. Get more tower. Tower fire rate is on 27 now. And we'll get the tower bullet damage and tower range and tower bullet damage. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And on we go. Our tower is one-shotting the little guys, but not the big dudes. And our blade didn't one-shot the big blobs. We got a lot of them coming. I think I'm gonna let them get a little bit closer. Tower fire rate is really holding down the fort here. Can we get away with not taking damage? Oh, we only got 1 level up that time. 15% XP, 4% projectile dodge, 2 HP regen, or +9 tower melee damage. Yeah, I think we'll go for the tower melee damage. Oh, there's another HP regen and tower bullet damage. Anything that gives XP, I'm kind of really looking out for here. We can get a landmine, but that deals elemental damage, which we have -1 in at the moment. I guess we'll get... Yeah, we'll get Quaba. And we'll get Elway. 5% tower bullet crit chance and bullet crit factor. Yeah. We might as well reroll. Rerolls are getting more and more expensive. I thought it reset, but apparently it doesn't. Let's get another swing boost. And I think it's worth getting the Springfield here. Spawn a Springfield inside the tower's range. Enemies will be pushed back when hit it for the first time. Sure. Now I wonder if the spring dissipates when it gets hit. Kinda, we want to save our sword for when there's loads of enemies on the screen. Some big boys, here we go. Nice. Let's see, come on, we're so close. Yes, we leveled up twice. Thank God for that. Skill damage and less tower range. Yeah, we'll take that. And I want more XP. Plus 1 element, 15% XP, 5 luck, and 6% tower range. We'll go for XP. And we'll get cooldown speed here. It's a golden one. And you know, I love a good shiny. Element, not that good for us. We don't really do elemental thing. 5 max HP. Well, we've not been hit yet. I know, famous last words. First skill cooldown speed. Bumps it up to 18% or 5% skill damage. Now we'll get cooldown speed. Plus 3 tower bullet damage, minus 1 HP recovered from supplies. 8% skill cooldown speed, plus 1 evil shooter spawned at the start of each fight. Okay. Blade swings an extra length. 2% tower bullet lightning chance. That's a limited artifact, so we can only get 30 of these. Tell you what. Let's get tower bullet damage. Let's get lightning chance. You know what? Let's just get everything. Why not? Oh, there we go. Oh, we got hit, but it didn't deal damage to us. Interesting. Got ranged enemies coming now. So we probably want to save our swords for when ranged enemies come. Uh-oh. Are we going to get hit? Supply expired. We've got HP recovery. Maybe we need to get more range. We got a talent point. Plus 5 tower bullet damage, plus 20% XP, 12% skill damage, or 8% projectile dodge. I'm going to go for the XP. Outbreak. Shoot 2 rounds of tower bullets. Each bullet deals 10 plus 50% tower bullet damage and tower melee damage. Okay, this is great for us. Rito. 2% tower bullet infection chance. Infected enemies move faster, deal and take more damage. They can infect other enemies they touch. Jammer. Resets cooldown of all shooter enemies and reduces percentage skill damage by 10 until the end of fight. Or minus 5% item price. I think we take that. We take Outbreak. And should we lock this in place? Probably worth it. I don't really care about infection chance. What does... Here we go. Right. You can spend available points at any time in a run. You can also buy items that leverage talent points in the shop. How's about... we get more XP? Yeah, let's get more XP. Now, do we want to reroll or save for that? I think we save for the jammer. starting to get quite a few enemies now. However, because of our health regen, we're staying reasonably healthy. Well, I say reasonably, we're at full health. And one thing that I totally forgot, it looks like the golden enemies drop supply crates, which have a chance to have items in it, I believe. Oh, it gave us health there. And again. So maybe it's likely to... These yellow enemies are likely to give you health drops, but have a small chance of giving you a supply box. 10% tower bullet piercing damage. Well, we may as well take that. Why not? We got +1 element, 6% tower range, +1 armor, +3 tower melee damage. I think we need range. And I'll get the jammer as our third and final skill. Get more swing boosts. HP regen and skill damage seems good. We'll reroll. Tower fire rate. Ooh, I'm still not fussed about infection chance. Tower melee damage and minus armor. Negative increases. So if we pick this up, we'll be taking 1 more damage from all sources. Yeah. Let's go for it. Why not? Ooh, that's a speedy boy. You want to watch out. I can't tell if they're hitting us or not. We're not taking damage, so to me that would imply probably not. Even though they were sticking on us. Oh no, we did take damage. We just... Our health regen's just that good. Come on. Gotta get more kills. 10% tower bullet piercing damage. More XP. 12% skill cooldown speed. Or 4% projectile dodge. Let's get skill cooldown speed. We've got 6% tower range, -1 tower melee damage, 2% tower bullet chance to freeze an enemy, no fun allowed, deals 4.4, 1 plus 20% damage to enemies the first time they touch the tower, and we got discovery, a non-glitchy item with the same rarity with this and has never appeared this run will appear in the shop as soon as possible. Yeah, I don't care about that. Let's get no fun allowed. And I'd like more range. Let's reroll. +1 invulnerable seconds at the start of each fight. What is our tower crit chance? 7% at the moment. Or a reduction of 3% tower range. Yeah. I'm going to reroll again. Skill kill cap won't apply to supplies. Okay, I think that means that our blade will be able to take the... kill the enemies without it counting towards the 10 enemies per rotation. So the yellow enemies don't count towards that. Yeah, I think that's worth taking. Tower bullet damage. Glitchy. And One additional infected enemy tower bullet can tag at the same time, plus 5% tower bullet speed, minus 1 tower bullet damage. Nah. We're good. Let's go. In the next fight. Just waiting for the fast boys. Not sure what the final wave is, how far we have to survive. We are only on wave 8. Okay, we absolutely annihilated those supplies there. You love to see it. So many enemies started. Boom. Get out of here. We're taking heavy damage, mainly from the rangers. Oh dear. HP regen. More luck. Let's start getting luck. Plus 2 element, minus 1% money. Plus 3 tower bullet damage, 2 HP regen, and minus 1 element. Yeah. I think we want to spawn more supplies. And sure, we'll get Discovery ++. That a non-glitchy item with the same rarity as this and has never appeared in this run will appear in the shop as soon as possible. Sounds good to me. We definitely want more HP regen. I think we should probably get some armor as well, since minus 1 armor is making us take more damage than we otherwise would. Okay. Leveled up. Beautiful. Come on. Swords. Do your job. So many enemies. Ooh. We very nearly got taken out there. Right. Everything costs 2 now. Damn, that sucks. We'll get more tower lightning chance. Get more max HP. 20% more XP. We're on 65% XP. Yeah, let's get more XP. Oh, widespread increases the size of the shooting area of outbreak. Also increases the number of bullets each round. Glitchy does nothing. Blind Bless. Double your current random primary stat. I think we go for 2 widespreads. So Outbreak should be popping off now. I'm not... do you know what? What is our primary stats? Let's see. What did it do? Ooh, it doubled our luck. Not great. We carry on. Oh, also, what I've just realised just now, it says at the bottom of the screen in the shop how many waves there are. My damn ADHD brain. ADHD. Got me good there. We'll have a look if we survive this wave. Okay, it gets very psychotic towards the end. So many enemies. Luckily our outbreak is actually doing pretty good work, I would say. We're keeping the enemies way more at bay than we did in the last round anyway. Boom. 1 level up. More bullet crit chance and crit factor for less range, sure. 35% XP. More skill damage. Tower melee damage. I think I'm just going to go for XP again. 10% money, HP regen, but 5% enemy speed. I do like the sound of that. We'll get more money. +4 tower fire rate, 4% skill cooldown speed, 1% tower bullet crit chance. +2 element, 7% first skill cooldown speed. Cannot be locked in the shop. You know what? I like all of these. Oh, rerolls for free if you buy everything. Interesting. Airblade swings an extra length. We always take those. 5% skill cooldown speed, 2 HP regen and -1 support. Upon the last second of each fight, recover 5 HP to the tower. And frozen enemies take +2 damage every second while they are completely outside of the tower's range. Yeah, that one's pretty useless. And before I forget, how many we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more stages. You're just spraying and praying right now. Get ready for... There's some big boys on the horizon. There we go. Got him. We just gotta spin as much as we can. Whenever it's off cooldown. Uh-oh. Big yikes, Arenio. I think we need more melee damage if we're gonna clear enemies out. Okay. +2 armor. Here we go. Now we're talking. +5 luck, +1 element, 6% tower range, or +1 armor. I'm gonna go more into luck. We've got the ICU, 12% skill damage. Enemies can be spawned 10% inside the tower's range. Airblade plus, swing a blade around the tower deals 7 plus 60% tower melee damage when it hits enemies, and it has the blade can not kill more than 15 enemies per rotation. We definitely upgrade that. I think we'll take the skill damage as well. And more Springfields. Do we want Grand Theft? Do we want to lock it in place? That's the thing. At least uncommon. Is purple uncommon? Yeah, I'm not sure we're fussed about that. Not for that money. Let's carry on. It depends how the luck stat, like, how it works in this game. Because I feel like we're getting a decent amount of rares and uncommons and, you know, all the good stuff. Having supplies be guaranteed uncommon but -30 luck, it hampers our chances of getting rares in the shop. And we pretty much have to rely completely on supply drops in mission. And so far, we've only been getting, well, like 1 supply per stage, which obviously is a lot worse than the shop. Oh, so many enemies. Oh, that was close. Right, we got Coco. +1 additional affected enemy tower bullet can be targeted at the same time and 5% tower bullet speed. Discovery, not fussed about that. Tower bullet infection chance, don't really care about that. Let's take the tower melee damage and max HP, then we reroll for better stuff. Skill, cooldown speed, and an evil shooter spawned at the start of each fight. Yes, please. 10% percentage explosion damage, -1 tower melee damage. Nope. 15% explosion radius, -1 max HP. We're not exploding. I will take the freeze chance now. Upon pickup for each -1 tower bullet damage +2 tower fire rate. That's going to do nothing for us since we've got 21 tower bullet damage. So max HP and armor for -2% tower first skill cooldown speed. I think that's probably worth it. Tower melee damage for -1 armor. Yep. 6% tower range for -1 melee damage. No, I won't take that. I think I'll take the money though. Skill cooldown speed, 2 HP regen, and minus support. Yep. And increase the size of the shooting area of outbreak. Also increases the number of bullets. I think we're good to go. We have a very small area that we can see. Oh, yes. Did you see that? Our tower bullets were stopping that meteorite from coming at us. Just pinging away at it. Is the best defense a good offense? What I'm thinking is, since we have to survive longer and longer with more enemies coming, we probably need to start thinking about maybe some more defensive options, because we're gonna get hit. There's no way to avoid that. Hang on. Okay. 2% projectile dodge, -3%. Oh no, sorry, +3% tower bullet crit chance. 16%. Sure, we'll take it. Double your current random primary stat. We got 36 HP regen. Increases how fast the tower's HP recovers over time. Okay. +3 tower bullet damage, 5% tower bullet crit chance, 5% skill cooldown speed, and 5 max HP. Let's get skill cooldown speed. Oh, okay. We've got 5% tower bullet crit chance and 10% crit factor. For less range, I don't think I'm fussed about that. But big one, Outbreak fires an additional big bullet that deals double damage at the center of the cone. Sure. Equipped a skill trait. Oh, I think that's new to the game. I'm not sure they were in the demo. Cool. And Rilo gives +3 element, +8% projectile dodge and minus 7% skill damage. No, we're not fussed about that. Bullet damage, HP regen, and minus element. Yeah. Reroll here. Ast gives us +2 element, 7% first skill cooldown speed, and cannot be locked in a shot. Yep. I don't want to mess with the tower range just because our tower range is so short at the moment. Let's get 13 luck though, and 5% chance glitchy items appear in the shop. +1 armor, -1 max HP. Yeah, that seems good to me. Ooh, 218 for the Discovery ++. Do we care about that? I mean, it's the best thing in the shop. We don't care about explosion damage, and we want our melee damage, so this is a big no. Getting another spring, probably good. Additional infected enemy tower bullet can be targeted. We don't do infected. And we want tower bullet damage. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Discovery ++ here. And then on to the next wave. Our health regen. Getting that skill that doubled a primary stat, doubling our health regen, I think it's made us go nuts. Because our health, we're getting hit, but it's regenning so quick. I'm not entirely sure how the stat translates to speed of health regen, because it was what, 35 our health regen was, but obviously it won't be 35 HP a second. Maybe it's 35 HP a minute. Plus 5% money, less tower melee damage. Yeah, more XP, skill cooldown speed, skill damage, or tower melee damage. We'll go for skill cooldown speed. Upon picking up, double the current money and skip the shop. Nah, don't care about that. Enemies touching the tower now absorb other enemies' projectiles and take damage from it. That sounds fun. Yes, please. And the rest are just minus tower melee damage, so it's a big fat no from me. Airblade fires tower bullet from its tip. Yes, please. Plus 3 tower bullet damage, plus 2 HP regen, minus 1 element. Sure. Plus 2% projectile dodge, plus 3% tower bullet crit chance. Minus 1 max HP. Don't think it's worth it. Spend 1 talent point and get $50. If there's not enough talent points available, you'll get $5. Nah. Glitchy plus. You know what? Let's get a glitchy, see what happens. And plus 3 tower melee damage for minus 1 armor. Seems like a good deal to me. Do we fire more than 1 bullet out of our sword? It feels like we do. We're certainly holding a lot more enemies off, it feels like. Just because the screen doesn't have anywhere near as many enemies as it used to. We are getting the lightning as well. If you know, you'll notice it occasionally pop down. I think we only had like a 3% chance on getting lightning. Got a talent point. Now, what do we want? I think just money's probably the best option there. And then everything goes up once again. 15% money. 5 luck. You know what? I feel like we've got enough money. Let's get some more luck. Air blade plus plus. Swing a blade around the tower. It deals 10 plus 80% melee damage. When it hits enemies, the blade can kill no more than 20 enemies per rotation. Yes, please. Upgraded a skill to tier 3. So purple's actually the highest. I thought gold was. Ooh, that is juicy. We got a couple of glitches. 6% tower range for -1 armor. Let's reroll. Swing boost plus. Tower bullets deal an additional 21 melee damage to enemies touching the tower. Yeah, we'll get the swing boost. Tower bullets deal at least 3 damage. Yeah, I don't care about that. Plus we're dealing 27 damage. This is great if you're going for the build where we saw earlier the skill that gives you massively increased fire rate if you have minus tower bullet damage. Chance to freeze an enemy. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go into the next. Oh yeah, we're popping, we're popping. All it took was for us to fully upgrade the sword. We have become a Beyblade. Specifically the green one that had a metal core. Honestly, I'm feeling quite safe. Could that be hubris? Most probably, yeah. But when has that ever hurt anyone? When has anyone ever been wrong from hubris? Never. We didn't get a level up that time. Ooh, I would love another no fun allowed. Deals 5.2, 1 plus 20% tower melee damage to enemies for the first time they touch a tower. Sure. Plus 1 base pushback distance. The start of each fight for each minus 1% tower range spawns 1 defensive ring. Well, we don't have minus percentage tower range. And there's the thing that I was saying in the last shop. Upon pickup for each minus 1 tower bullet damage plus 2 tower fire rate. Well, we have 27 tower bullet damage, so it does nothing. Let's reroll. Plus 1 base lightning damage upon pickup for each plus 1 element plus 5% base lightning damage. We have 0. And we don't really get HP from supplies because I've specced into it. HP from supplies -4. So that will get us to -3. I think we just reroll again. We'll get increase the size of shooting area of outbreak and more swing boosts. Ooh, hello. 10% tower bullet speed for -2 support. I can get behind that. Whenever the tower... Oh, hang on. Let me read this one first because I see money. Upon pickup, you have 33% chance to get $680 dues. Don't think that's worth it. Whenever the tower takes damage from enemy projectiles, makes a random skill ready. Okay, that sounds fun. More skill cooldown speed. I'm fine with an evil shooter. They're not that evil. There we go. We should be able to spam abilities. As long as we keep them all on cooldown. The ranged attacks against us are just gonna provide us with a free cooldown. Oh, that was a big wave there. But we absolutely annihilated them. As we carry on. Bonking our way. Or slashing our way. Both work. Oh yeah. I think we're good so far. 5% skill damage for less tower range. You know what? I'll take it. Tower bullet damage, 3 armor, 7 HP regen, or minus 12% skill cooldown speed. I think we go for tower bullet damage here. Do we just go for armor? Nah, we'll go for bullet damage. Proton cannon periodically shoots projectiles that deal 5 plus 30% support damage from the tower in a random direction. Critical tower bullets have 20% chance to push back enemies. Or minus 7% first... Sorry, plus 7% first cooldown speed, minus 3 luck. Nah, I don't really think we care much about cooldown speed anymore. 3% projectile dodge. Yeah, that's way too small. 2% projectile dodge and tower bullet crit chance. Additional infected enemy tower bullet can target at the same time, plus 5% tower bullet speed, minus 1 tower bullet damage. And I think we want more luck. We'll re-roll again. We got plus 2 armor, minus 1 HP recovered from supplies. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll take that. More widespread. Make our outbreak even wider. Tower range and tower bullet damage. Element. Givo, plus 2 number of additional enemies the tower can target at the same time. Minus 5% tower range, minus 4% skill cooldown. Where is tower range? We're on 17. So that'll take us to 12%. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Let's reroll. Each fight, the first time the tower's HP is at 50% or below, push back all enemies. Not sure I care about that. Airblade swings an extra length. Plus 1 HP recovered from supplies, and plus 3 element, 14% tower bullet crit chance, and minus 3 HP regen. Let's get that swing boost, and we go to the second to final wave. These meteorites are coming in fast. They're throwing all they can at us, and it's not enough. Ooh, they did quite a lot of damage then, I think. So, I'm not sure what's making this happen, but every time we're firing out the sword, it's firing multiple bullets, but I thought the thing that... the skill that we got, it only triggered when we actually click to fire the sword. Let me try and find it. Enough is enough. The tower can target an additional enemy for each enemy touching it. Sure. +1 armor, -1 max HP, -5% item price. Yes, sure thing. Skill damage. Oh, tower fire rate. Yeah, we want skill damage. +2 armor is also very good, and obviously money's great. But no, that's 17% skill damage is insane. Level up items are at least uncommon. Don't think we're going to be getting more level up, so yeah. 8% skill cooldown speed for an evil shooter spawned. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. You always take that. Don't really care about glitchy. And Airblade swings an additional time. So let me try and find it. Outbreak fires an additional big bullet. No, it's not that one. Yeah, there we go. Airblade fires tower bullet from its tip, but we've only got that once. But it seems to be firing bullets as it goes round. But the way that reads, to me, that implies that from the point that you click, so at the very top of the spin, it'll fire a bullet. But then that's the only time it fires a bullet, but it seems to be doing it as it's going round. Maybe there's a synergy that I'm not seeing. Let's reroll. Yeah, upon pickup for each item with a unique tag you have, +3% projectile dodge. Not massively fussed about that one. PHO, explosions push back enemies in the tower's range. We're not really doing explosions. More tower bullet damage is great though, and we don't care about glitchy. 10% projectile dodge for 5% enemy speed, sure. More tower range for less armor. We'll get Springfield. We're just picking up everything we can here. Every 5 seconds shoot a laser saber that deals 5+ support damage to all enemies in its way. Yeah. What is our tower range? 18 at the moment. As tower bullets move, they gain +2 damage per distance unit. And our current range is 1.77 distance unit, so it's only +2 damage, which is 5% damage. +2 number of additional enemies the tower can target at the same time. Yeah, sure. That's always good. And we're out of money in the final fight. Ooh, it's a big boy. How you doing, fella? Are you just shooting your shit? Oh, he's coming. Well, I gotta say, I was not expecting it to come crashing into us like that. At least we've got skills that hurt enemies when they touch us. Here we go. Prepping it. Boom. Oh, it got frozen. We got a frozen trigger on it. Rest in peace, mothership. And we get 3 talent points for that. Hostility 1. New enemies appear. Enemies are 15% stronger. Base cost of $1. Great. Artifact. 5% additional damage enemies take when they are completely outside of your tower's range. Dead sparks. When an enemy dies, it has a 5 + 10% of your luck chance to spark projectiles that deal damage to other enemies. The damage is proportional to its max HP. Cool. And then, whenever a bullet fired from the tower disappears or goes out the tower range without hitting an enemy, 2% tower bullet speed until the end of the fight. Then we got Purge. Spend 1 talent point to select an item to remove from the item pool this run. You get refunded if there's not enough talent points. Can be bought repeatedly. Awesome. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's video, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.